which I can see someone being annoyed about that, but I love it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabe Sheree. I mess around with keyboards, synthesizers, plugins, and stuff like that. And today I'm taking a look at a plugin called Reel Synth by a very small company called Party Bag Plugins. It's basically a synthesizer plugin. It includes a synth engine on board, but it also includes sampled synthesizers and synthesizers that are sampled through reel-to-reel tape recordings. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. There's a lot of features in this plugin. There's an EQ, a micro tuner so you can adjust the tuning of each individual note, a built-in arpeggiator, an LFO. These things are all things that you might use as separate plugins in your DAW, but if you're using it as standalone, they're all included within the plugin. So there's some pretty usual sections. There's your oscillator control, filter control, phase, envelope, LFOs, modulations, reverb, tape, which is kind of a unique category for this one. There's this envelope up here, which I'll explain in a sec, a delay, and then a pitch adjustment. And then there's this bend, which I think bends the note. If you turn it on, it'll bend the note for you when you play it. Yeah. And then down here we have the tape on and off section, and then your overall master output. Up here at the top, we have chords, off and on, octave off and on, velocity off and on. Polyphonic or monophonic. I mean, that's a lot of features, but the thing I want to talk about really is this mix section. So what's going on here is we have a software synth, which is the built-in synthesizer in the Reel Synth. And then over here we have a sample, which is a sample of a synthesizer. But first, let's talk about the built-in synth engine. So if I take the blend and move it all the way over, right now it's panned to the left channel a little bit. I'm going to turn the attack down on the filter so you can hear it when I play it. So that's the built-in synth engine. If I put the mix back up about halfway, now you're going to hear a mix of the sample plus the synth engine. And now if I blend all the way over to this side, now you're hearing only the sample, whatever was sampled. It says Echo 60, so that could be some sort of synthesizer that has a 60 in the name. For me, this is where the magic of this plugin really happens. So in addition to having the sample directly from the synthesizer, you can turn the tape on, and then it'll play a sample of the same synthesizer, but sampled through a reel-to-reel tape recorder. So let's check that out. It's already like instant vibe. This envelope section here relates to the sample, so I could slow down the attack of this. And there's a release. I could do a short release with a long attack. And there's a couple filters there. Let's say, for instance, you didn't like the amount of hiss in that tape sample. You could probably low pass it a little bit. And then this envelope over here deals with the onboard synth engine. So if I was playing just the synthesizer, the software synth, and I wanted a slower attack, I would use this envelope section down here. So you could have a sample synth going plus the onboard synthesizer, and you could have the sample, you could have the software synth come in slowly behind the sample to get some pretty interesting results. Let's turn back on the delay and the reverb, get some more vibe going on here. Yeah, so in addition to just having the sample going through the reel-to-reel, there's also a tape section, so you can actually mess with a tape sound even more. And this tape effect affects both the soft synth engine and the sampled synth engine, so you're affecting everything when you mess with this guy. That's way too much, but you get the idea. Something interesting about the synthesizers being sampled through a reel-to-reel tape is that each note is sampled a little differently through the reel-to-reel. For instance, if I was checking out this one, there's sort of a crackle. Which I can see someone being annoyed about that, but I love it. So what's funny is that when you go to the E flat, it doesn't do the same thing. You can tell it's a different sample. And then when you go to the D, totally different. Like all three of those notes don't loop the same way. To me, that's interesting. I think that's pretty cool. Nice job. I'm gonna go through some of the presets, just playing, give you an idea of what some of the sounds are. Maybe I'll go through each category and give you a couple from each, just to give you a little taste of what's going on here. So here's one from the ambient section. Let's do tape degrade. So that one obviously has a lot of stuff going on in there with the tape. How about a bass? Chonk a bass. As always, presets are just a starting point for me. There's a lot of stuff you could tweak here to make it a little more punchy, or if you want the articulation to be a little different. How about rumble bass? Bright, 106 pluck, just go from the top. Let's try the arpeggiator on this one. Space Duster. As I record this, there's people flying around the moon right now. Pretty cool. Keys. How about DX keys? Yeah, very nice. How about this DS5 vibe? Lo-fi, bubble synth. I gotta try the Baywatch VHS. Yeah, let's check out the miscellaneous section. FM Buzz. Friendly layers. Ooh, got a little less friendly there at the end. Rhythmic stuff. How about this FM ARP? Probably does something rhythmic when I hold down a key. I wonder if this is synced to the global tempo. So the tempo right now is 100. Let's bump it up. Actually, let's just hold it down and see what happens. It's kind of nice. Locks in with the DAW tempo. Let's try the in and ARP. A lot going on in that one. Let's go to the soft section. How about poly keys? I guess I tend to choose keys a lot. Maybe it's because I play keys. That one's nice. One more. How about this JUN pad? So hopefully that gives you an idea about some of the presets that are included. I don't want to share them all because I want to let you check out some of them. So this wouldn't be a real review unless I had some small criticisms. Honestly, most of my criticisms are not about the sound. It has to do with the layout a little bit. For instance, the presets here are at the top left. I wish I could click on them to like open up the preset menu, but instead you have to come over to the little plus sign to get to the menu. It's a small thing, but I kept clicking on that to try to get to a preset. And one small thing is that it's slightly confusing to know that this is the envelope section for the sample, and then this is the envelope section for the soft synth. Luckily, Party Bags included this little question box, just like most DAWs. So you can open this up, and if you have a question, you could actually just move your mouse over to it, and it says attack time for sampler. That's actually how I figured out what each of these sections does. So that's helpful. Thanks for including that. All that being said, there's so much here to check out. I actually think there's probably more than enough features included in this plugin to accomplish quite a lot of stuff. Party Bag includes a 7-day free trial, so if you want to check it out, you can always just go to the website, check it out, and download it with no commitment. If you do end up wanting to purchase Reel Synth and you found out about it through this video, Party Bag is offering a discount code, and I'll include that in the description as well. The pricing for Reel Synth is $58 US for full price. Right now it's on sale for $29 US. I'm not sure how long that that sale will last. But if you use the code in the description below, you'll get a little bit of a discount on the full price if it's not on sale right now. That's about it. I mean, if you're looking for a plugin that's affordable, that helps a small developer grow, maybe you don't have some reel-to-reels lying around, this is perfect for that. Have a good one.